Alright. Enough with this song, for now at least. I'm gonna lower it down. And now I think it's time for me to jump into the call with the others. So let's do that. Yeah. Don't question the X. We'll explain that shortly. Hey Salami. Hey PokeTube Music, which I'm pretty sure I think that's Richie. And then here we go. Hello? Yeah. Alright. Are you guys seeing the stream right now? Are you guys seeing what I have right now?
I can check.
How did I scare you, Salami?
Oh my God, go destroyed.
Folks, to those of you who don't know, our friend Trey has ditched us.
He's betrayed us.
Oh my God,
But
let this
before we get into this, first I gotta introduce everybody because we actually have a guest here with us. So, first off, hello.
So instead of
Let me finish, Carl. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Carl. Learn some manners for crying out loud.
We're just joking around.
My goodness, Carl.
By the way, everyone, hold on. Everyone in chat, we need to hear your thoughts on CVS Farms. We need your thoughts in the comments down below.
I've seen nothing but 240p and $5. Richie. I'm using my old laptop. Give me a break.
Video?
Give me a break, Richie.
Well, you know what, Richie? You know what?
Where's
Go
Richie?
CVS.
I'm gonna laugh if he joins us right now. But anyways, so folks, we have Alex,
Yo, I'm Alex.
Coral Blitz,
Yo, I'm Kuroblitz.
Xanolith,
Greetings, my comrades.
You messed it up!
and Red Rose.
Walk along.
And of course, we have a new guest with us since he joined our server. Mika, or Mika, or Mocha, whatever your name is.
Yo, I'm Trey.
Yeah? It is Trey.
Guys, for some reason, Trey, guys, this is really weird, but you know, Trey, he changed skin color, he changed voices. This is Trey. Alright.
Yeah, what's up?
Mecca, change your Discord nickname to Treyman1 so you can fool the audience.
Hold on.
I'll be Treyman too.
Okay, yeah, we got Treyman 2 here. Well, God, looks like we got a replacement. Looks like we got Trey back.
But I was hoping for Zoro to be the new replacement. So, alright, so for context, those of you folks who don't know, Trey ditched us to join a different join any Discord group. So, he left us no notice. He just said, yeah, I'm done with y'all. Y'all go have fun. And he's
Oh my
God, hey, isn't this that guy from the Gotta Catch Up crew?
Yeah! What are you doing? Richie! It's Richie!
Wait, guys, I didn't realize we were doing a Gotta Catch Up crossover today.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Hey, it's part of the ACU.
Hey, nice to meet you, Trayman1. Nice to meet you, Trayman1. Welcome to the PokeChat.
Glad to have a guest from the Gotta Catch Up crew.
We have a guest with us, and his name is Richie. Say hello, Richie.
It's Richie.
Damn it, Richie, you're always on mute.
Alright.
What's our first
Fuck
topic
you.
to cover today?
Trey, what are you doing here? F y'all for blocking me out. What do you mean blocking you out? You're the one who left. You left us.
Trey,
He provided the screenshots and left us. Yeah, Goggles.
Yeah, very crappy screenshots, mind you.
Wow.
Hey, you're the one streaming in 240p.
Listen. Okay, Carl. Listen, let's see you get a cool setup because I barely got
Oh, we're
anything.
just having Are we just having a war today? Is that what?
Let's
Hey,
go!
it's a civil war, bro.
Alright, well, time to pull up. Okay, guys, so time to pull up my 2K domain real quickly.
I came for the
I
free
guess it's
water.
time for PokeChat season Civil War.
Oh my god, I didn't realize you gave out free water.
Bro.
Oh yeah, no. Who the hell said I gave her? I gave her free soda. I gave her free soda.
You even told me you gave out free soda?
Free? What the hell is
What's my
soda?
motivation?
Ew. Oh.
This stream was not sponsored by Pepsi.
Stream is definitely sponsored by Pepsi.
Mhm. It is.
Alright.
Pepsi.
Alright, folks. On a serious note, though, realistically, though, our friend Trey did join a different Discord, but he's not leaving us, even though I wish he did. Because he's right here most of the time.
Wow.
Damn, okay.
Wow,
No,
Trey's
I'm
just the shit on
kidding.
Trey's
I'm kidding.
show.
I'm kidding. Oh, I'm not just kidding.
I didn't know that. Hey, Goggles,
Or
Goggles, I did not know that those $5 really meant that much to you. God damn.
Oh my god. Is this gonna be like one of those episodes where it's all like, you really care about that sad person? No, I don't. I just want the $5 back. Like, are we gonna stop?
Wait, this is a filler episode.
This is the Phil episode. Yes.
I
This
never
is,
knew.
this is literally the climax.
Oh, you right.
Trey, you were the one who left us. We didn't ask you to leave. You were the one who one day we all came to the studio, and then we see that note and it's saying peace. Oh, peace out, bros and girl. I have the note right here, Trey. I have the note right here.
Alright, well, hi everybody, my name is Xanolip. I'm taking over the PokeChat live because Goggles is having some technical difficulties.
Anyways. But no, honestly, it's like
I apologize.
Honestly.
I apologize for everybody. I apologize. I'm so sorry. You have to deal with this.
Anyways. We have matters to discuss today. Folks, we have some things we need to discuss. And I'm pretty sure you guys probably know what we're going to discuss, but before we get to that one thing, we got to tackle another thing. And with that, let's just get started. Let's get started because we don't have that much, but we're going to try our best. So, real quick, we're going to start things out by giving out the freaking, whatever this thing's called. And yes, forgive the blurriness. I'm not professional, even though I need to be. Alright. So, apparently, we got some new episode titles. I think. Is this right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm gonna zoom them all out so that way we can go order one by one. So, here we go. Alright. So. Who wants to start things out?
I think our guest should be the one to start things up.
Alright, Trayman 2, go ahead.
Alright, frick. Wait, hold on, let me find... Oh, these are screenshots, these are pretty whack. Wait, where's the...
Just go on the stream and you'll be able to see them.
I can't read it, it's in 240p.
Okay. So,
Oh, Goggles.
Messon Impossible. Then we got.
Bro, James Bond is coming over to the Pokemon anime.
Alright.
Alright. Since I can read it better, since my screen is better, okay, so I'll read each title. So, episode 54 is going to be Messon Impossible. Episode 55 is known as The Tale of You and Me. Who the living crap made this?
It's in the oh god, what's that called? The Ballinlay place.
It's Gleamwood Tangle. You and me and Gleamwood Tangle.
Yeah, Glimwood Tangle.
Okay, Glimmer Tangle. Then after that, we got
Wickstrom of the Elite Four. The
Gamp
Hall
of the Elite Four, the Hail of Chivalry. And that's about. Oh wait, and Love is Coda, which is Psyduck. So, yeah.
The Dells?
This Psyduck, the duck! I fucking called it, bitch!
What? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh my god, the whole stream's gonna be... Well, seeing as Scorus' channel's gonna be taken down now,
Hey!
I guess I should just play copyrighted music. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Hey, what do you think this is, 1962?
Oh my god.
Nani kore?
Anyways. Your rating skills are awesome. Listen, Salami the Lucario. I got a C- in my English class back in high school. Beat that.
You want a cookie?
Well, now that you mention it,
I wasn't talking to you. You already got your free Pepsi. You don't get a free
I never
cookie.
got the Pepsi!
I don't
Okay.
care. I'm not the one giving you compensation.
Rest in peace, Trey. The second one.
We're very professional, gentlemen. We're very professional, folks.
Of course.
Of course.
And that is why we're broadcasting this in 240p.
We are the biggest influencers in the anti-poke community.
Definitely.
obviously.
Wait, I thought that was KG's group.
It's probably the bros.
All right. Well, all right. Let me read the summaries because
You can read?
apparently.
Do we have summary for these scenes? Because Trey just sent me a screenshot of this. They didn't give me much info.
Apparently, I can
Experiment
read.
two,
I know,
yeah, damn right
shocked,
there
right? All right. So the first episode is Messon Impossible. Also, we're not talking about episode 53. Wait, shouldn't we talk about episode 53 first?
No, we're
In the end.
In the end, you fool! In the end!
All right,
Save the best
okay.
for last.
Wait. Is
Well,
it Messon
alright.
Impossible up to 53?
Episode 54. Alright, so,
Oh.
everyone give your thoughts on what you think is going to happen in Messon Impossible.
Sobble is gonna meet this really cool Inteleon and evolve into Drizzle and have a depression arc that's the exact same as Reboot's.
He's gonna evolve off screen.
At
It's
this
just
point,
like Ash vs.
Going
Leon.
to
Ash
evolve.
vs. Leon was off screen as well.
battle off screen.
Yeah, God, imagine. Yeah, imagine wanting battles in a Pokemon anime. Couldn't be me.
Alright. But you know what? I think
What?
that we should talk about the episode titles.
Yeah. That sounds
Isn't
very
that we've been
epic.
talking about to begin with?
Well, I mean, yeah, but like...
Oh my goodness.
Big brain, Zano. Big brain.
I'm so smart.
You are smart. Hey, Trey, how do you feel about the episode titles?
Don't give him ideas.
Oh, wait. Oh, right, sorry. PokeChat Trey, what do you think about the new episode titles?
Well, thank you for inviting me here. I think that the episodes
you're
have
welcome.
some pretty interesting titles. Messon Impossible. Gee, I
That
don't
is
know that
pretty
you're
cool.
referencing.
Also,
It's
I
pretty rad.
saw this meme saying that the dub episode should be called Mission Impossible. I thought that was funny.
That's
Oh, no, that is
That's actually big brain.
Yeah.
That's Galaxy Brain, honestly.
I know.
It's like Destination
Well,
Coronation.
Destination coordination! Woohoo!
Oh, man.
We are very drunk right now.
We're all definitely drunk here. You're definitely.
Totally,
Most certainly.
especially the underage ones.
Pause.
Yeah, all 427.
We are positively drunk.
Anyway,
That's
what's the
convenient. I
next
don't understand
one?
anything.
Anyway, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, and I will talk.
Quick
the
question:
episode
how's the
titles-
audio sound for everybody else? Like, how's the audio? Is there echo? Do we have an echo going on?
Pretty far.
I mean, on my end, it's pretty bad. I can hear you.
I mean on the stream.
What you just said made absolutely no sense. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I can hear you.
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's it. Usual.
Wait, do we got
typical usual
Samurai
Stray.
Salami? Do we have an echo?
No,
No, we're pretty.
No.
No,
Not
we're pretty
yet.
good.
Alright, because I know as soon as someone's on my case about the echoes thing, and I'm trying to fix that thing.
I'm gonna put on the r/wish.
I'm not gonna name names, but we all know who we're thinking of.
I don't have the fathomless clue.
Anyways,
We're so good at this.
Alright. I have a question. Anyway, Goggle Master, how do you feel about the episode titles?
honestly, with the next episode coming up, I honestly gave up on Journeys.
Oh yeah, to be honest, alright. Since we're doing pretty much since this is like the most random PokeChat live we've had in a while, I'm gonna be honest with you all. Journeys might be my least favorite series.
Oh no!
Wow.
Hey!
Just remember,
What?
it's always good to have opinions, even if they are wrong.
I don't want to
Still
go
have
that
them.
far.
At this point, like, there's no.
I have to agree. I have to agree with Zeno to some extent because if not for Go and Chloe, I would not watch Journeys. Like they are not writing Champion Ash right. Come on.
Oh my god, we back on this whole shit.
They're just not writing right.
No, guys. Folks, I said this long ago. That to me, it feels like Journeys right is being done by a 5-year-old.
Oh my god. I find it funny how the PokeChat live, where we have the least amount of things to talk about, the most people join.
Yeah, I'm on Journeys.
It's because, like, nothing exciting. It's because nothing exciting ever happens in Journeys.
Well,
Also,
like-
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
Like,
it's
do you
like...
guys mind
no,
if
sorry.
I pop in for a moment and say
No,
No,
But
yeah,
no,
I
you're
actually do
literally-
mind.
You're literally not allowed to speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what? Who even is this guy?
Well,
Who the hell is Aleximo?
you know, you guys might hate me for this, but I actually am really excited for the Suicune episode.
No,
Alright, hang on. Let me
okay.
just block you for life. Let me just block you for
Alright,
life.
kick him.
So are you guys done? Are we going to talk about the February titles title by title, or are we going to give like our opinion like to all 4 all at once?
To be honest, I don't.
we
I don't
should
even
go
know what
title
we're doing
by-
at this point.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go
okay.
title by title.
Title by title's easier, and then...
Well, apologize.
So-
We apologize.
that
Folks, we apologize that this is the most lackluster PokeChat live we have ever had, but that's only because there's not much to talk about.
I'm
Journeys-
Okay, so here's the thing. My personal opinion. Yeah, my personal opinion about the Sobol episode is that I'm indifferent with Sobol evolving or not. There are hints that he might because the merchandise and Hiwane did a drawing of Drizzile. It could be Sobol's imagination or even the Inteleon having a flashback. They may bait us with that. We don't know. Then again, I would prefer if Sobol, instead of evolving, because I love Sobol, instead of evolving, I would prefer for Sobol to learn how to be confident and that being showcased with his moves. Because
Yeah.
Sobol is very shy and timid, but when he needs to battle, he could use moves that are like surprise attacks to be for his arsenal. Like, he could use U-turn and Sucker Punch. Like, he can attack and then retreat, like, just like that. Apparently, this Inteleon is from a spy movie, and Sobol is going to do a rescue mission. He most likely will have to save Cinderace, and I would love the idea of Sobol using his tail to make like a liquidation attack and basically slashing whatever it's trapping Cinderace. That's what I would prefer for Sobol, learning moves instead of evolving. But if he evolves, Drizzile can make water bubbles and toss it to make traps. Like, tossing bubbles, that's Go's whole thing with Pokeballs. So, if Sobol needs to evolve for Grookey to show up, I'm indifferent, but I would prefer if he did not say a Drizzile. But we'll get what we'll get. So, that's my thoughts on the matter.
Alright, I think next up is Goggles.
Alright,
According to Red Rose's list.
alright, honestly, one thing I want to see in this episode, give Ash a Talion. That's about it.
You what?
Sorry,
to
buddy,
be-
that ain't happening.
Realistically, though, what can I say for real? Because first off, I get the premise of the Sabo line. Like the idea is when he's in his first stage, he's a wimp, a baby, a tread. And I'm just kidding. And more like he's just a weakling. Like he's a weakling who wants to become stronger, but is always afraid of everything. And then evolution goes on, and then he becomes a confident battler. I get that part, and I actually do like the idea that this Italian could teach Sabo some tricks. Like this Sabo will look up to this Italian. Here's the issue, though: it's fucking Ghost Pokemon. The reason I say that is because Go isn't a battler, so him evolving Sabo won't really matter to me. It won't. Especially what's going to happen in next week's episode.
If they gave Ash another water stealthy Pokemon, well, Gaga. Oh, Gaga. Nah.
Listen. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. Do you really want for Ash to have a Sobble in order
You
for
had
him to
your
not get
moment in the
development?
shine, Carl.
Or do you want for Ash to get a Sobble and Sobble beat to Greninja what Big Knight was to Infernape?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, I would go with Matsatoshi, but you know.
Yes, Koro. Yes.
Okay. Goggles, is that all?
Yeah.
Alrighty, tighty. Trey, you can chime in whenever you're able to mute. Just notify us in chat. But next is me.
Y'all wonder why he left us too.
Anyway, I think that in regards to the Sobble episode, so I don't think Sobble's going to evolve in this episode. However, I think it will evolve eventually. I know most people want it to stay the way it is because it's adorable and it's a little baby. But realistically, if Go wants every Pokemon, it's either he catches I doubt he'd catch a Drizzle or Inteleon by itself because that just makes starters less special. Since they're usually the main very prominent in not only the series but just games in general because they're your main Pokemon that you start off with. So I feel like it will have to evolve, especially for the sake of Go getting every Pokemon. I think, if not a new move, like Kuro said, I think Sobble will probably try and master its invisibility. Because firstly, the Inteleon was able to do it on command, and also it's Mars Morales.
Messon Morales.
Messon Morales.
So wait a minute. Does that mean Greninja's gonna have to die in order for this to work?
Exaggerated swagger. But basically,
bro, when he evolves, he'll have the exaggerated swagger.
Exaggerated swagger of a teen will.
Of a water type teen.
A reptilian teen. Also, in the opening, in the first part of the opening when it's showing all the Pokemon, the part where, where they're all sitting in the, river or pond, you can see Sobble and it's in the water, but it's not invisible, which is something I noticed straight away. So I think, due to it being able to be seen without being invisible while contacting water, I think that will be the result of this episode. Also, another thing about that Mars Morales thing, I just realised Go has a black or grey and red colour scheme, and also in the Mewtwo episode, he used a Caterpie to, web swing across from the tree. So that's something. Anyway, the next person on the list is Trayman 2, also known as Mecha.
Alright, sweet. So I guess I should start it off with, so I am definitely Salvo Squad. So I personally do not want to see him evolve. I like Salvo. His middle stage evolution is kinda, it exists. But Inteleon, I really have no issue with. So if he was to evolve, so be it. At least I know his final Evo is pretty sick. But kind of like the same reason everybody else doesn't want him to evolve, it's just he's adorable. I really just don't want to see him go so soon, I guess. I mean, granted, we've had him for like how many episodes? He's been up to
24 as of now. So it will be 26 episodes after.
Yeah, so we've had him for about 26 episodes. So I mean, if that's the case, and we get to keep him for a little longer, then cool. I definitely don't think he's going to evolve in this episode, because I'm not looking at it right now, but in the new opening, in the river, don't we see Glory and Ponyta, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do? Okay, yeah, so if that's like another couple episodes away after the Mess on Impossible episode and Sobble is still Sobble, then yeah, I think that kind of confirms that he's probably definitely not evolving in this next episode.
I continue to say I would prefer if Go had basically Ash's team from Gen 1,
Yeah.
Cinderace being the Charizard, and Sobble and Grookey being Squirtle and Bulbasaur, or be like Red from Super Smash, and Grookey would be a Twaki to be the Ivysaur.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, Sobble is too precious, no one wants for him to evolve, because it will require to be a Drizzile to get Inteleon, but if Go gets Inteleon, it takes away what makes Cinderace special, because Cinderace is Go's starter, so
Right.
having Inteleon, it would be very iffy, the situation, and it would make people want for Go to have Rillaboom, and I don't want for Go to get Rillaboom, honestly. Not to mention that people don't want for Sobble to evolve, so I really hope that it's not the case, because people wanted for Chespin to evolve, because Chestnut is amazing, but no, we got that goddamn Chespin, all show, no development whatsoever.
Yeah,
Let Go keep Sobble. Don't have Piplup for the entirety of the EP. And we all know what happened with Barry's Empoleon and Kenny's Piplup, so yeah,
Hey. You leave the Empoleon alone. you leave the Sinnoh ones alone. You leave all three of them alone.
Okay. Let's not talk about Impala. Let's talk about the fact that how Turtwig evolved and got downgraded for the sake of Chimchar.
How dare you? Paul Sotero was awesome.
Ballstar Terra was awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, whose turn is it?
Neko's, and then I think it's mine next.
It's
Yeah.
Alex's.
But yeah, I definitely, like you said, Sobble's is too precious. I just don't want to see him evolve. At least at the moment, I just don't want to see him evolve just yet.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's not evolving in this episode, but I think this Inteleon is supposed to help him boost his confidence. At least from what we've seen in slow snippets, it looks like he tries to battle. He's still obviously afraid of battling, but maybe it'll get a lot better.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Alright, y'all
That's
want
all I
to
like.
hear Aleximo's take?
Absolutely not.
I don't, but
No.
Okay,
Let's
so
move
here's
on.
the thing.
Hey, Xana. Oh, he's gone. Whoop.
Okay. I am 95% sure that Sobble will evolve in this episode. And I will give you my
Wait, sorry,
pieces
say
of
that
evidence.
again? Pardon?
I am
Say that
95% sure that Sobble will evolve in this episode, and I will give you my 2 pieces of evidence. For one, Journeys has kind of been rushing with evolutions. Obviously, we know it with Scorbunny, Riolu even, and with the possibility of Farfetch'd evolving in 3 episodes, Journeys really is just evolving everything pretty fast. My other piece of evidence is that whenever a first form starter battles its third form, it always evolves. Like, think about Serena's Fennekin, Ash's Tepig, Ash's Froakie. Like, every Stage 1 starter Pokemon, when it comes into contact with the Stage 3 starter Pokemon, it evolves, for the most part. I'm sure there's an example where
Litten battled Incineroar and then became a Torncat.
Remember when Rowlet evolved in Ash vs. How against Decidueye?
Okay, so
Shut up.
the one
Shut
that
up.
didn't happen, but like for the most part, that's how it happens. So for those with those two pieces of evidence combined, I'm pretty sure that Sabo will meet this Inteleon. It'll be like, oh, I want to be strong like Inteleon Senpai, and it'll like help Inteleon or something, or help Cinderace or whatever, and then evolve into Drizzle, and then, I mean, Drizzle's kind of like an emo-looking Pokemon. It could get
Drizzile.
like, kind of, whatever. Drizzile could get like more of a emo personality. Although
Drizzle.
I wouldn't think that. Although I do think it would be kind of funny to have like a really cutesy Drizzile who's like this. Like in the games, it like looks like so kind of mean, but in the anime, it's just super cute and is like, I don't know. I think that'd be funny. So.
Yeah, because Drizzile in the Pokédex entry, it said Drizzile are highly intelligent. So
yeah, so
is that a Pokemon in the universe?
But, so yeah, when if this episode airs and Sabo evolves, you guys can all DM me and I'll say I told you so. Okay, who's up next?
Xana's not here right now, so I was just gonna say as well that Sobel's personality really fits Go as well. Being intelligent, like especially Drizzle, being intelligent but also shy and introverted. But like, yeah. Anyway, guess Ayam will speak for now.
Did we already talk about the Suicune episode?
No, we're doing that later.
We'll do that. We can do that afterwards.
That's for last.
Okay.
That's for last.
Okay. Anyway, Sobble. I guess my thoughts on it pretty much. I guess I don't really have anything to say that can't be said. I don't think it will evolve. I think it's gonna. I obviously think it will evolve later down the line, but I think it's gonna be more of like a. You know how in X and Y, Ash had Froakie, and he met Sanpei. And Froakie trained with, didn't Sanpei have a Frogadier at that point?
Yeah,
so it was a Frogadier.
Yeah, but Froakie didn't evolve in that episode. He evolved later when Sanpei came back and had a Greninja.
What are we talking about?
Alex.
So I think it's gonna be kind of somewhat like that. Like Sabo's going to train with this evolved form of himself in this episode, but he'll evolve later.
I don't want Sabo to evolve.
Xana, wait your turn.
Yeah, I think he will evolve eventually, but I don't think it's this episode. That's all I have to say. Xana, go ahead.
Alright, well, for this episode, I mean, everyone's pretty much said everything. I personally, I don't want Sabo to evolve, but I think he will evolve. And I'm just hoping that this episode gives him some more development, because honestly, the Pokemon is great, but it needs some development.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would just be a nice, cool episode for Sabo. Which is really nice, since the only Pokemon that have really been getting showcased are Pikachu, Lucario, and Cinderace.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Troy's still not here.
Of course he's not here. Why would he not be here? He's not.
So I think actually that's everyone for this episode. The next one's the Ponyta one, isn't it?
Yeah, which is something I'm actually enthusiastic for.
What was that, Goggle Master?
I mean, I'm looking forward to this episode more than a Sabo episode.
I mean, who isn't? Chloe's in this episode. She's not in the Sabo one.
Yeah, Chloe. Chloe. You know, the new Lily, but better.
Bro, don't you say... Bro, she's not the new Lily.
I mean, when you think about...
How do you feel... Goggles, how do you feel about this episode?
Alright, real quick. I like Lily. Anyways, alright. I think it's finally good considering the fact that the freaking excuse of not Lily. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys remember what the writers say by the end of the year of why there wasn't that many Lily? I mean, why do they keep calling her Lily? Jesus Christ. Kaharu, oh my
Chloe.
god, what is wrong with me now? Kaharu focused episodes because they had to focus on Ash and Go, even though that's stupid as hell. That really stupid as hell. Anyways, so seeing that they're actually putting the foot down and actually giving her some episodes are really well done. This is the type of episodes that I'm actually looking forward to, mostly because we're gonna see Paul in the anime for the first time ever. Cause see, quick question, in chat, you guys too, who here thought we were gonna see Paul in the anime? Exactly. So,
Well, when
Jesus
the
Christ, Carl,
merchandise
now you decide to answer. Now you decide.
Well, Goggles, here's the thing. We knew that Ponyta was bound to happen because Beat has one, but well, I guess we have to wait for Hatina.
Look at that! Look, I saw someone just laughed.
It was
It
Trey
was
because
Trey.
we talked about ponies. We talked about
so,
ponies that make Trey leave.
Yeah, because side note, Trey hates ponies.
But yeah, Goggles, what are your thoughts about the Gleamwood Tangle episode?
It looks nice. realistically though, no, I am actually looking forward to this episode because the fact that given with the opening and the Little Henry beginning, it looks like Carl might actually catch Galileo and Ponyta, which I don't mind because Galileo and Ponyta, we can all agree, except for Trey, it's cute. It's the most cutest Pokemon they've ever made.
Honestly, yeah.
Way better than Galarian Rapidash.
Hey! No diss on my Rapidash. I love my Rapidash.
If Koharu is to get Rapidash, I beg OLM that they do what they did with Ash. She's on a race and Ponyta evolves while running.
Yes.
You really
Make
want
that shit.
You really want that to happen.
Bro, that's because I know how to write a show, but I'm not in the staff. Sorry, I'm here.
What show? Anyways. Exactly, Polly, except for Trey. Anyways,
Yeah,
that's...
Kuro could go be on a staff to write a show, but he's settling for us.
I think, to be honest, at this point, I feel like any of us could really be staff on the show.
Excuse me, who's the one going to cause to become the producers?
I mean, to be
I don't know.
fair, I honestly think that anybody in this call could write Pokemon Journeys better than it is.
I'm currently going to school to do that right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, but when you exit school, Pokemon Journeys will not be a thing anymore.
No, I'm saying I can make better stories than the ones I've been seeing so far from other animes, except for Rise of the Shield Hero. Folks, if you've not watched Rise of the Shield Hero, watch it. It's a beautiful anime.
You heard it here
Promoting
first.
the anime all the time will actually sponsor
Folks,
anyone.
folks, you heard it here first. Goggles is going to make a new and better Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, fuck that show. I hate that show.
What?
No wonder why Trey left us.
Okay, to be fair,
Yeah,
now,
Trey's gone.
okay, you want to know what my
I
experience?
think we
You
should-
want
I
to know
think
what
we
my
should get
experience
this.
with Avatar was?
I-
Episode 1.
Yeah, I would, but I think we should get this moving along.
Shut up, Red Rose.
I'm waiting
What?
for you guys to talk so that I can talk less. That's all.
Realistically, though, I need to give Avatar more of a chance. I only saw one episode years ago.
Just in case novels. Anyway, again, I'm pretty excited for the Ponyta episode. I think Kaharu will catch it at least. Even though I kind of don't want her to yet, because it's kind of too early, in my opinion. I don't know how often we'll see it. It would be cool
Sorry.
There's also, like, Yampa's already getting completely shafted. But,
Why is anyone upset about the
It's
Yamper? Why is anyone upset about the Yamper thing?
Bro, the only development that we got for Koharu in Season 1 was sprinkled out because of Yamper. And now Yamper is getting Riolu'd by Eevee because Listen to me. Ash is Let's Go Pikachu. Go is Pokemon Go. Koharu is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Yamper. Bulbapedia is making the bullshit move of classifying Yamper as the Pokemon of the Professor.
Which it is. It literally is. It's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, Koharu caught Eevee. It's the first Pokemon she registers in her Rotom phone. Like, what about Yamper?
Because that's not technically how
He didn't
Pokemon.
catch Yamper.
Yamper is basically Togepi. Togepi was always Misty, but she never technically caught Togepi.
Y'all need to leave the Yamper alone already.
Hey, Yamper alone can do more damage than Zacian and Zamazenta combined. He's the real legendary dog of Galar, okay?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
remember when we
that's
made
true.
that God Yamper?
Yeah. But, like, alright, anyway, so, like, yeah, other than it being too early, I think it would just be a pretty cool episode. Especially since Koharu is, like, the main focus. Also, since it's Glimwood Tangle, I'm kind of hoping we get to see Opal. Because she was seen in the preview. Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting Bead anytime soon, which makes me really sad. But other than that, yeah, that's all I feel about the episode. Next person, which is Mecha.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this episode yet. It's kind of like, I mean, we know that Ponyta is going to get caught by somebody. It's there. It's in the opening. Koharu is with the thing. It's like, all right, chances are she's going to catch it, but like everyone else has said, I think it's way too soon for Koharu to be catching another Pokemon. It's like she just got Eevee. We're still getting used to Eevee. We don't have a lot of information to go on with Eevee. It's like, why are we already giving her another one?
Because she desperately deserves the development she needs.
No, yeah, like, I
mean, like,
agree.
but also, like, the anime also never really gave me much of a reason to care about Koharu till, like, recently. Like, I was so far behind. I saw him, like, episode 24 as of this past Monday. So, the last 3 days, I've been marathoning Journeys to catch up to finally watch this past week's episode yesterday. And from what I watched, it's like, yeah, Koharu got a couple of episodes, but it's like the ones that she had in the very beginning were kind of just like, hey, I exist still, right? And it's like, cool, I don't have any reasons to care about you, but yeah, you're here. But now, like, the newer episodes, they're like, alright, yeah, she makes sense now. I don't dislike her as much as I used to. Because now that she's interacting with the group and she's technically, like, a part of their group now, it's like, okay, yeah, now I can like her. There's actually a reason now to like her.
Okay.
I think it's a great episode.
Am I up or?
I'm trying
Yeah,
to do and
your
I
turn,
approve
Alex.
this message.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, will Koharu catch or not catch this Ponytail? Doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I do want to say is that if she gets this Ponytail, I will not be super happy.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my reason for that. Now, for one, I don't think Ponyta as a Pokemon, like, fits her character. You know, like, Eevee makes sense for her with her not knowing what path to go on, and Eevee with its multiple evolutions. Whereas Ponyta, I think they're only giving it to Koharu because she's a girl, and Ponyta is feminine, which is just dumb. I really, like, don't see a connection between them. Like, I don't know, they both have pink hair. Is that enough of a connection, you know? And
You want to know something?
What's up, Goggles?
We had episodes where it seemed likely that Ash was going to catch a Pokemon until he had a bond with that Pokemon in that episode, and then he catches it. Need I remind you of the Gengar, the Dragonite, Riolulu, the Wooloo, Riolulu? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Continue.
Okay. So yeah, I just
You just dropped at least.
for that reason, I don't understand, like, why, if the right, like, maybe she won't even catch it, but if the writers decide to give it to her, I think that's a dumb move. For one, like, as you guys all said, she still has to develop Eevee and Yamper, and also, like, this Ponyta just doesn't make sense for her personality. So, yeah, I guess one thing I pointed out on Twitter a while ago is that if Koharu catches this Ponyta, it would be cool to, like, give her a ride Pokemon, like, imagine, like, her riding around on Ponyta and, like, Ash is riding around on Dracovish. They just, like, race around. I think that'd be cool, but whatever. That's a side tangent. But, yeah. Oh, well. Who's up next?
Zano, are you here, buddy?
I am.
Nice.
Alright, for real quick context,
You're not
Red Rose had to get going. So, be sure to subscribe to his channel, whatever his channel's name is. Do we know his channel's name?
Red Rose.
He doesn't really
2312?
Subscribe to his Twitter
There's a
account
really
then.
upload to this channel.
Hey Goggles, why instead of asking for names, don't you put in the link in the description below?
I asked you to do that months ago. Yeah, I'm still waiting on your links.
Bro, you have our links. What the hell?
No, I don't. I only have like 2.
Anyways, Zeno, what's your thoughts about Ponyta? And hopes?
It's a Ponyta. I mean, I'm just seeing if she's gonna catch it. I don't really know what else to say.
You're a hater.
I know, I'm not a hater. I just, like, what do you want me to say?
It's like a lot of other Koharu.
Say that
episodes, so I
Koharu
don't
is gonna
care.
catch it and then become the best battler in X, Y, and Z.
Okay, well that's just wrong.
Now you saying girls can't be strong? Are you saying girls can't be good battlers?
You said XYZ. We're not in XYZ.
I know, and I miss those days.
Alright, well, whatever. I mean, do you think it's gonna be a fun episode? At this point, I'm just like, journeys. Yeah, journeys.
Immediate, please give me your link so that way I can install everyone's links in the description. Anyways. Sweet, I got his link. Thank you. So, was that it, Zeno? Zeno?
Yeah, that's it.
You disappoint me.
Damn,
Well, what do you
chill.
expect me
Alright,
to?
it's
What do you
my
expect me
turn.
to say?
I'll
I'm
talk
always
about the.
last. Everyone always says everything that I want.
Okay, how about you go first with this one?
No, wait, I didn't even get to go.
Oh yeah. Let Shiny Zoroark, our
Your
special
opinion
guest speaker.
matters.
Zoro, what is your thoughts?
Basically, I hope Koharu catches it. I think Galarian Ponyta is awesome, but I hope it doesn't evolve, because Galarian Ponyta is 100 times better than Galarian Rapidash.
Hater.
And also, I think Galarian Ponyta really fits Koharu's personality, so I think it's a good catch. That's all I have to say. Also, Nut, you're correct.
He's not even here. How are you gonna say someone's cringe if he's not even here?
He's in the chat, and also I just noticed Age of Trades, aka Polly from the Pokepod, is here. Polly,
Wait, what?
you're cringe too.
Anyways, so the Rapidash thing. I think I understand what Alex is trying to say, but here's the thing: Ponyta fits Koharu by a lot. Because here's the thing: they had to make Pokemon from iconic Pokemon from characters that are not in the show yet. Like, we don't have Marnie, that's why they gave Morpeko to Team Rocket. They did the same thing in Alola with Mimikyu, and then Acerola got her own shiny ghost. Maybe Marnie gets a shiny Morpeko we don't know of. Beat can focus
so
on
you're
that
saying
three.
Marnie's gonna get a shiny ghost Morpeko. Got it.
Maybe, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, we get Ponyta now because they have to reinvent the character of Beat if the character beat is ever to show up because Rose, whatever. Ponyta is a psychic type. Like Mew, it can heal people, so she's going to be the healer of the group into some capacity. Ponyta can gaze upon a human's heart and check good or bad vibes from people. So it really because the Journeys is fixing a lot on the actual entries of the Pokédex.
Wait, so you're saying that Ponyta literally can vibe check people?
That's more of the Hatinis thing, but yeah, Ponyta can vibe check people.
Damn, dog, you better pass the vibe check.
Not to mention that the idea of Koharu riding on Ponyta, it reminds me of Platinum Berlitz from the Adventures manga. Like the Dawn of the manga did that with her own Ponyta, but the fire one, of course. But I think it's fitting, and if it links to Sinnoh, more for that. I mean, yeah. But Gleamwood Tangle, I'm surprised that they are not. I'm surprised that this is not a two-parter. I think that Galar it's taking away from the two-parters, like we had the Dracovish episode as well. Here's the thing: they could allude to Balloonly Gym with Opal. Opal can just show up in the middle of Gleamwood Tangle out of nowhere. But maybe they can go into Gleamwood Tangle after Ash wanting to challenge Bee in her gym, but she's not in their gym. It was like a false alarm. And then Go shows the mural to the kids, and I'm like, you see this? Reboot did it. I really want to see Koharu and Ash's reaction, like, yo, who destroyed the mural? And Go is like, yours truly. I don't know if that will happen. If it did, it would be amazing. But I think that the premise of the episode should be, why are they in Gleamwood Tangle? Do they need to record Pokemon for 24 hours straight? Because at least we get to see Impidimp now.
Yes, Impidimp.
Also, I've been checking the list of Pokemon that can show up in Gleamwood Tangle because I want to see if Go is going to catch any Pokemon. I don't think he will, because this is a very Koharu-centric episode. However, if Go is to capture a Pokemon in this episode, I would prefer it to be a Swirlix. It's a sweet puppy, so it ties in with the Emperor as well, and the Fairy type alludes to Ponyta getting the Fairy type upon evolving. So we'll see when we get there. But I think if Go is to capture a Pokemon, Swirlix. This Ponyta and Rapidash, maybe they are parent and child. Maybe they are in like this hidden grotto, like you know how unicorns like they have this nest in the woods, but it's like not seen from the humankind. Maybe there's that, and this one Ponyta decides to go with Chloe, or we can only see what they can go for. But it's being a Chloe episode already makes it at least a 7 out of 10 for me. So yeah.
Wait, so if there was a Chloe episode where she just like died, would that be a 7 out of 10?
Destroyed.
Well, the minus, it's behind the 7. It's a minus 7 out of 10. Okay, so now let's go for the Farfetch episode, the other one.
Come on!
Come on. Okay.
Let's go.
Median, I just asked for yours. Don't send anyone else's. Wait, what's going on?
So,
You talk, Goggles. Talk.
Yeah, Goggles, it's your turn to talk about the Wickstrom episode.
Oh, wait, doesn't Xanos have to start?
Yeah, since Zeno complained literally 5 minutes ago about how he goes last, so let's go.
alright, well, okay, Wickstrom.
Go already, you!
Alright,
Yeah,
Wickstrom.
but go already!
I'm excited to see one of the Carlos Elite Four. Wait. Someone just came and whatever. I'm really excited to see one of the Carlos Elite Four because we've never seen Wickstrom before, so that's pretty cool. I'm hoping that Farfetch and Ash become the greatest knights in all the 7 kingdoms. That's going to be awesome. I think that the episode has a lot of potential to be one of the best battles in the series. And after going off of the first Farfetch battle we got in episode 51, I'm expecting some pretty good things from the episode, hopefully. But then again, though, it's Journeys, so I don't know what to expect.
Hater.
That is all.
Hater.
He makes fair points.
Y'all have no faith in Journeys.
It's your turn to talk about the Wigstrom episode.
Y'all have no faith in Journeys, I see. Y'all think Journeys is just it will do whatever it wants. Crap. Y'all remember this is the start of year 2, right? Year 2. Year 2. Anyways.
I will say something about the episode.
The unprofessionalism, I swear to God.
Okay, honestly.
Okay, Rose, go.
Okay. The reason I'm
podcast
signing is because someone in this chat seems to love to post images whenever it's inappropriate, well, not appropriate, but bad timing, because someone, I'm not gonna say who, posted an image with Go with Suicune. And I saw that, and I had to take a minute to actually absorb that in my head.
We'll talk about Suicune in the end. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to talk about Suicune now.
Oh, you don't? Oh, because I do. Because people need to get slapped in the face with a reality check.
Goggles, Kamaneki, go. Also, Kuro, I'm on your side for Suicune.
Yeah, but what? Alright, that's it, folks. We need to end this right now. I need to teach these two a lesson. Okay. Alright, let me just get the axe. Y'all need to... just kidding.
I'm not going to be here long. I'm literally just making a brief cameo to say one thing about the whole Suicune thing, and that is, my opinions of it are the exact same thing that Suicune said.
No, let him talk.
We're not even talking about Suicune, we're talking about Wigstrom!
He said he's not going to be here for 5 minutes.
Then I agree with Zano. Ash and Go are going to become the most holiest knights of all of Kalos.
Okay, Mecha, talk about Farfetch, go.
Hey,
so-
okay, honestly, it's not the Farfetch.
Wait, Mecha isn't here, it's Track!
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, who's Mecha? Never heard of him.
Never heard of the guy.
Isn't that just Silverstorm in disguise? Oh wait, no, my bad. That's better Silverstorm in disguise.
Makes sense.
Gus is gonna freaking shoot me.
Excuse me?
Okay,
He's
Farfetch
gonna watch this later and just be like, cool.
Alright, so...
Well, I guess I'm the worst.
Alright, so, Farfetch. Okay, first off, thank you, Journeys, for actually remembering that Farfetch is a thing now. Although, I agree with what Tyrone said when the Farfetch episode came on. Well, I tried to say, come on. You're welcome. Anyways, this is what he said. He basically said the fact that we had to say, oh, thank God, we're finding a Farfetch, tells you something. Like, it tells you that, like, Journeys is doing a good job, which we can all agree. We all agree that Journeys is doing a terrible job with development of Ash's team members, considering the fact that most of year 1, they focused too much on Hellllloooo. So the fact we're saying, thank God we're getting more Farfetch episodes, should not... Us saying we're getting more Farfetch episodes should never have been a thing to begin with. It should have been just like, oh, sweet, we're getting a Farfetch episode. Not like oh, thank God, we've been praying for this episode for years. We've been starving to death. We were about to eat Xano.
I mean, that's kind of kinky. Okay, I'll shut up.
We're gonna be cannibals.
I mean, I didn't know how it tasted that good, but...
Oh, fucking goddamn. Anyways, so it's a double-edged sword. It was like, yeah, cool. It's finally cool. He's finally getting to the
I didn't
development.
realize I didn't realize it tasted that good, but okay.
Oh, it's cool that like we're finally getting Farfetch episode, but the fact that like we had to wait a year, that's kind of upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of upsetting. I'm looking forward to the episode because Wigstrom's appearing, and whenever elite 4 members appear, they often leaves a mark in the episode. But Journey's writing is so complex, I don't know how well we can trust it.
I do think it is interesting though that like you said, like we haven't gotten a Farfetch'd episode in quite some time. So when we got this episode for Farfetch'd 2 weeks ago now, I think. Top tier. Actually no, I shouldn't even say it was top tier. It was pretty okay at best. But I at least enjoyed the fourth wall aspect, the fourth wall breaking, where it's like. Everyone's training, and then there's just Farfetch just sitting there on the sidelines, and it's just like, oh yeah, he has one of those. And then the episode, like, yeah, he's mad at Ash because Ash doesn't use him, nor does he train with him. And I think the writers are starting to see that, like, oh wait, yeah, we forgot, we kind of gave him Farfetch, but we're not really using him. I mean, even his Dragonite doesn't really get used that much, to be honest. Which I kind of want some more Dragonite episodes, considering we've only had one, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I'm excited to see this next episode with the whole night thing. I do think he is going to evolve into Surfetch. I know that seems soon, but honestly, I don't know what the anime is doing with Farfetch, considering the following events that have taken place with Farfetch. I'm Trayman too, and I approve this message.
Alright, so, Wickstrom. Wickstrom's pretty hog. I remember I OHKO'd his entire team with Delphox. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I think Farfetch is gonna evolve in this episode, even though I don't want him to. Because, as I said, Journeys evolves all their Pokemon way too fast.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think the episode will be good. Farfetch is, like, my favorite of Ash's Journeys team, just because of haha funny, come on. But yeah, I think the battle will be good. I'm liking this Farfetch development. I mean, we probably need some Gengar development too, but no. But yeah, I think the episode will be pretty pog. I just hope to spend time on the battle instead of, like, you know, like in the Kroon episode, it was only the second half of the episode that was the battle. So I hope they spend time in the battle. I also hope that Ash loses because he's battling an Elite Four member with his Farfetch that he's trained for like 2 minutes. So, yeah. Like, I feel like if it's a 2v2 and Ash uses Pikachu, well, frick that, but that means Ash will win. But if it ends up being a 2v2 and he uses, like, Dracovish or Gengar or something, then, like, I think it'd be a good battle, but Ash will lose. And, I mean, it'll be a good reality check for Ash. Or I guess that was Rinto's job, but whatever, you know. Ash is starting to actually lose, and I'm liking that. As long as he's not losing with Pikachu, I do want him to lose a lot, just to show that, like, there are other strong trainers, and he needs to train his Pokemon. But yeah, episode looks cool. Kuro, you're up.
Wait, isn't... Okay, wait, Zen already talked, yeah.
Sorry. Samus. Okay.
Can we get some more Lucario?
Wait, Zen, we already talked about Farfetch, yeah, you did, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay, so, just to check this out. Okay, so... first of all, people, Chivalry Hall, it's not the room, it's not the steel room of Wickstrom in the Elite Four castle. That's called Ironworks Chamber. So it will be in an entirely different place. If this episode is going to count for the World Championships or not, maybe, but I would prefer not because maybe, or maybe yes, because if Ash loses, he goes down rank again. So who knows? But the idea of Wickstrom, Wickstrom only got a cameo on the Diancie movie, like with Mega Caesar. We got Seabold in the Alan special, we got Malva in X, Y, and Z, we never saw Drasna, but at least now we get Wickstrom. And I think it's going to be amazing to see Farfetch getting the development he needs, and most likely he will evolve. In regards to the writers forgetting, the writers forget and don't forget, because the writers decided to give Ash a Farfetch, because merchandise demanded for Ash to have a Galarian Pokemon. So they curveballed that by giving him a Galarian variant. So, and since Ash is basically the sword representative, they gave him a Pokemon from Pokemon Sword. Farfetch lives for the blade. He's a Ronin, a samurai without a master. He only lives to fight and for war. He's not training with Ash because he wants teamwork. No, he's training with Ash for his own benefit. He joined Ash to battle, and Ash not providing the battles that Farfetch wants and needs. That's why Farfetch is growing distant of Ash. Like, he only listens to him when they are on battle mode. So he's an actual fighting type. He has that fighting type spirit. But there are two types of fighting. Fighting for your own sake and fighting for the sake of others. And that's the development of Farfetch, because he goes from a samurai into a knight. The moveset of Farfetch is all based about samurai. Night Slash, Crossroad Kill, where samurai were to test their blades. Fury Cutter, where you sharpen your sword by hitting him in a piece of wood multiple times. Focus Energy, it's about self-embracing your fighting spirit to get more critical hits. And the Brutal Swing, it was basically samurais using the sword to slash people in half by hitting in the chest. Also, I love the idea of Rinto's Gallade using False Swipe, because False Swipe cannot make an opponent faint. So basically what Rinto did was that my arm is a sword, my hand is the blade. I'm going to hilt you with my elbow because you are not worthy of getting slapped by my hand. Because if you were, I would psycho cut you, Farfetch. That's what Rinto did to Farfetch. He basically downgraded his own morale. But yeah, I think that Farfetch in this episode is going to evolve. The suit of armor, it's going to burst into light, and it's going to become the Farfetch. Also, Farfetch, I believe it's going to learn 2 new moves. Focus Energy will become Iron Defense, because that's the move that he learns upon evolving, and Night Slash, basically Crossroad Kill, it's going to become Meteor Assault. Later down the road, Brutal Swing will most likely become Brave Bird, basically a sacrifice play, like protecting for the sake of others. That's what knights do. And Fury Cutter becoming Leaf Blade. But we will get there when we get there. But yeah, I actually love the idea of Farfetch actually having this development or fighting for his own sake, for the sake of others. We see in this episode when he actually broke Girder's steel beam. He didn't bend that shit, he broke that shit. The steel eye beam broke in half, foreshadowing into the evolution of Girder into Conkeldurr, where he gets the concrete pillars. So I think that the leak of Farfetch will break in half as well because of Aegislash. And when Farfetch evolves, he's going to burst out in the suit of armor, and the leak now cut it in half. It will also evolve, one part being a lance and the other part being a shield. Because he has a shield, it's a knight, therefore emphasizing the role that Farfetch will fight to protect others. Think of it as the Vegeta of Pokemon. He fights for power and he fights to protection, but also for power, because that's what knights do. Not all knights fight it for the sake of chivalry and for the queen. Nah, they wanted that gold, man. They wanted that really knightly gold. So yeah, that's really what I'm hoping for, because the character of Farfetch is basically based on Lancelot Dulac, or Lancelot of the Lake. So that's why he is a duck, because he's a white knight. And also the smirk, because Lancelot, even though it was a fictional knight of the Round Table, yeah, guys, Lancelot did not exist. He was a ladies' man. That's why Farfetch has the smirk, and therefore the duck effort, and I call the Farfetch the Psyduck episode. But yeah, I really hope that Farfetch gets the respect. But here's the thing. Farfetch getting the respect and recognition now, and then maybe learn two new moves, and then Rinto. Where does that leave Farfetch in the future? Because that's one thing, we are focusing too much on the now, not on the future. Because if Farfetch gets crappy, it's an ability that makes fighting type moves land on Ghost Pokemon, he can hit Aegislash. And it will be amazing against Leon, because Leon always leads with Aegislash. Ash and Leon get a Pokemon that are both a sword and a shield. So I think that I had this idea back in the day that Farfetch will most likely, when he evolves, he's going to stay with B for a while because B in the anime doesn't have the iconic Surfetch that she has. So the idea of Surfetch becoming the new Gliscor, it could happen, but at least if it's for the sake of the duck, I'll vouch for that. Do I need to say that I'm done? Goggles!
Listen. Leave it to you, Coral, to make a 2-minute freaking episode discussion to extend to entertainment.
If you want to learn more, go to my YouTube channel where I do a January news roundup.
Alright. Honestly, I don't feel much like talking about the Psyduck episode, mainly because we don't know what's gonna happen in that episode.
Oh no, we know exactly what's gonna happen.
Psyduck orgy?
No, bro, listen, it's good. Listen. They are alluding to the Psyduck that block your road in Sinnoh's Route 210.
We already did that episode in DP. And we didn't know that's actually a really good episode, oddly enough.
You know at this point I'm just gonna watch the episode and I'm gonna love it because it's about Psyduck, so I have to love it.
Wait, you're gonna love a Psyduck orgy? What the fuck?
I mean that's kind of cool.
What the?
You know, Babbles, you're manipulating my situation.
You want to see ducks? Anyways.
No, I really don't.
Then why did you say you wanted to?
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Listen, this episode has screwed us over, and we haven't even been talking about this episode.
Well,
So,
everyone, how about we talk about farms?
Oh yeah, because an episode happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the next segment in this PokeChat Live. That's the recent episode of the Diglett Digs in the Dugtrios. So,
but no Gary Oak.
Shut up.
But
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I haven't seen the subs. I only watched it raw.
Here we go, folks. Let's get this episode out of the way, because we gotta do Madison's, because they still start someone who can learn to wait till the podcast is over, decide to post more images. Yay! Anyways. So, here's what happens. Ash, Go, and Koharu go to a farm near Sakuraki's lab, I think. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. To go help out with a farmer who's having a Diglett and Dugtrio infestation right now, eating his crops. When they go over there, they devise a plan of how to seize the queerness of this horde. So what they wind up doing is they wind up putting multiple flags in different corners to tell them to indicate where they're going to appear next to avoid the crop. They figure that if Go catches the Dugtrio, which is the leader of the pack, the entire horde would stop. And when that winds up happening, random stuff with Team Rocket. I don't know why they were here. They literally appeared and left within 2 minutes. Or 5 minutes. I don't know. Anyways, by the end of that episode, the Diglets feel alone because they don't have the leader anymore. So Go decides to give the Dugtrio to the farmer, and says to take care of it. So because the Diglets disband on the Dugtrio. This indicates that Go is learning something, which better fucking happen in the next episode. Because that's what I'm fucking on. If it doesn't happen in that episode, I'm going to fucking be pissed off. Moving on. The episode ends.
Oh, okay then. Should we be talking about farms now?
We're talking about farms now, okay? Because apparently this farm, literally Ash going to play Farm Simulator.
Bro, the Pokemon Journeys farm arc was my favorite arc in the series.
I wanted to see
Like,
Koharu. I wanted Koharu to have like one of those haystacks in her mouths. I don't know why I want that.
You know, I don't really know what to say about this episode besides it happened.
Carl, Mecha, do you have anything to say about this episode?
I spent 3 days marathoning Journeys to catch up only to get a filler episode, so I really have nothing much to say.
Wow, what a disappointment.
I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm caught up. And then someone said, it's a Diglett episode. I'm like, oh, cool.
Carl?
Immediate, just shit, not given anymore.
Carl?
Okay, so
Kuro, please make things interesting.
fasten your seatbelts, buddy, because this episode...
Our friend Carl is going to help us say this.
Okay, here's the thing. This episode, overall, this episode was decent at best.
Mm-hmm.
But to foreshadow future events for Koharu and Go, it was brilliant. Therefore, I already give this episode a solid 7 out of 10. What the? And here's why. We get to see Endo, a former student of Professor Sakuragi. Apparently, he pulled off a Saitama, even though he's voiced by Tamaki Yamajiki from My Hero Academia. Anyways, two heroes.
That's
heroes.
amazing.
2 heroes in one package, ladies and gentlemen. I love the callback to original Kanto because the farmer eats in Kanto. We don't know exactly where in Kanto, but it's in Kanto. But it's a cool callback to the vermin infestation of Diglett. Like back in the day, they block the construction of a dam because they were farming, and I love the idea that they are doing this again because Diglett, they are not vermins. They fertilize the soil. Dugtrio did that with Centum, so I honestly love that. The way that Dugtrio was synchronizing everyone to go and scatter, because he was their leader. And Go and Koharu led to the conclusion that they need a leader as well, so Koharu fit the role, like she planted the flags and coordinating everyone. I love the gimmick of Go tossing a Pokeball and like Koharu actually saying, "Oh, you wanted to catch Ash, Satoshi, get to the Zay."
Oh, never mind. Real quick. Carl, can I say something real quick?
Shippers love that shit. I can vouch for that. It was amazing.
Carl, can I say something real quick?
Hilarious.
Can I say something real quick about that little moment?
Sure, buddy.
I love that. That's one of the things I actually like this episode. Is a nice little callback to what happened in 4Kids. For those who don't know, there was a promo where Ash got trapped with a Pokeball. And I thought that was a nice little callback to that. I know that was in Japan.
Yeah.
But I like the time
When Trico used to throw the Pokeball back.
Guys, my food's here, so I'm gonna have to head out for the day.
Sure thing, Zano. We already are going to end this. We're going to just discuss this and then Suicune. So yeah, it's not that much.
We apologize for the lackluster comedy, folks.
It's not like it's our fault, though.
Oh, it's very much our fault.
It's more your fault, guys.
Hey! We all work on this together, so it's all our faults.
Okay.
Mainly Trey's.
It's not our fault. It's Pokemon Journey's fault for giving us a boring the first ever boring episode. I mean, it was a good episode, but like, what do you want me to say besides farms?
Say that you like Koharu's outfit.
I guess it was good development for Koharu, I guess. Okay, but anyway, I gotta go, so I'll see y'all later.
See you later,
That was Xanolith, folks.
Go check Xano's video. What if he wrote Black and White Part 2?
Alright, well, I might be on VC if you guys are available later on, but I'll catch you guys later.
Wait. Are you leaving because you're oh, you son of a bitch.
Anyways, so continuing on, I love the segment of Who's That Pokemon, the Dareda segment, because we see a Diglett, and when they show a Diglett, we see 2 more popping up, and it was actually a Dugtrio. It's like that League episode, who is this Pokemon? It's a Voltorb. No, it's a Jigglypuff seen from above. They did that shit in the episode segment.
Yeah.
Also, I love the idea that we see a Voltorb, because, well, Viscas had an Electrode, so they had to show a Voltorb. Voltorb whacking weeds. Well, Voltorb does the same job as Greninja, apparently. It's also called back to AG because we had Electrode who disguised himself as a watermelon in AG.
Right. That is what happened.
Yeah, like they actually do callbacks to AG as well. There you go, guys. Your home representation with a Kanto Pokemon. God dang it. But yeah, I love the episode. Go basically dominated Dugtrio. Like he caught Dugtrio, and in 5 minutes, like even though Team Rocket was a plot device because Diglets were in the side of the hill, and they are not anymore because Team Rocket just decided to grow. Team Rocket was a plot device. They had the other mole-like Pokemon with Sandslash and the Drillbur. And yeah, guys, well, I guess we'll see Excadrill with Iris, am I right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, fertilizing the soil, and Go got the Diglett, and the Dugtrio, he led Dugtrio with Endo. So, Go was very altruistic in this episode. Like, he did the deed for the sake of others, because Go wants to capture Pokemon. What good of a trainer would he be if he did not let nature flourish for more Pokemon to grow, and therefore for him to catch more Pokemon in the future? That's the whole premise for the next episode. But yeah, I actually enjoyed the daily episode. Then again, decent at best overall. It was. I think it would be more of a fun filler if they didn't force Team Rocket into it, because Team Rocket, it's getting downgraded by each passing minute. The gacha goddamn returned. Oh my goodness, why? Why? But yeah, also Go having the cap turned backwards. It's very Ash-like. Cinderace eating carrots. Cinderace, he ate carrots. He ate carrot soup, stew, juice, cake, curry, whatever more. Cinderace was in Cloud 9 in this episode, okay? Also, when Go tried to... Like, Go doesn't know how tomatoes grow because he's Pokemon expert, not farm expert. He's literally a city boy. Koharu knows how they grow because, well, she works in the gardening club of her school. She plants flowers and fruits and all that stuff. So she knew more about this. So there's that. Also, Go doesn't want to get he doesn't want to get dirty. It reminds me like, oh yeah, he's a city boy. Well, at least the Lycanroc in himself is showing. Like, oh, I don't want to get dirty. They failed to get the Diglett, and Cinderace does what Sobble did when he failed to fish a Pokemon on the way to Cyanwood. Like, he petted Go like, Miss. When he pets Go on the head, and then Cinderace just like petting him on the back, like, man. It was an enjoyable episode, but that's the thing. For itself, decent. In the grand scheme of things, not much when it comes to Ash. For Go and Koharu, it works. For Ash just stuck around. So it's time for the Suicune discussion.
Before we get there, ratings. We gotta ring this episode. Guess what the ring I'm gonna give this episode is? A 2. I'm giving it a 2.
Okay.
The only thing that's saving was that nice little Pokeball Ash thing moment. Other than that, this episode was boring as hell. Mecha, your rating of this episode. Mecha?
That's me. Wait, no, Trey.
Trey, what's your rating of this episode?
I give it between like a 4 and a 5. Like, it wasn't bad, but it's not very memorable. Except for the Go trying to catch Ash.
Koro!
The best thing in the entire episode. But someone finally clipped it, so now I can just watch the clip again.
Satoshi, get to Naze! Sato! The Sato is what makes it better, man.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Koro, your rating of this episode?
I actually want to see how they do it in the dub. Like, I caught an Ash, and what will he say? Ash, or catch him!
It's probably gonna do Ash.
Ash. Oh my
Which is
God.
gonna suck, but it's like,
yeah,
whatever.
it's the lost in translation is high.
Rating the
Almost every other joke.
Rate the episode, Koro.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's your dang rating for this episode?
I already told you, it's a solid 7 out of 10.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did. It's so forgettable, even I forgot your rating. Alright, let's talk about the Suicune.
I'm seeing the episode in the big scheme of things.
Let's talk about Suicune. Alright. So, before we get into this, let me ask this quick question. Who here is on the vote against the Suicune catcher? Me. And it was for the Suicune catcher.
Well, sorry if you're alone, buddy.
I'm okay with it though. Like it's. I mean, is it? I don't know what happens in the episode, so I'm not gonna be too critical about it. But a couple of people made a good point where it's like, now flip it. If it was Ash, would you still have the same distaste for it?
Yes, I would still have the same distaste for it, even if Ash caught it. Because I don't like the idea of trainers owning. I don't like the idea of trainers owning the legendaries. The only time I let that go was because Ash had Melton, and that was justifiable enough because Melton was relatively weak.
Now, the only thing that I see though is I obviously Go catches Suicune. However, I don't think he's gonna keep Suicune.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I want to bring up. So you guys know in this episode, obviously the recent episode where Go gave the Dugtrio to the farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that develops Go for next episode because if in the grand scheme of things, from what it looks like, Go caught Suicune in the heat of the moment to save it from the poachers.
Exactly. That's the whole thing about his development. And people are failing to understand because here's the thing. Suicune, I'm not mad about Suicune. I'm not mad about Go. No, many people are mad that Go got Suicune, and maybe they are more mad about the fact they got spoiled with the preview. But that's the thing. Guys, you need to understand. I'm telling this to the audience. You need to understand. The whole thing about Suicune being captured, it's not for Go to keep it. It's for Go's development. Because, here's the thing. I'm more mad that Suicune is being mistreated because he's a legendary that he's being just caught in a goddamn net. When Suicune appeared in OS, he basically demolished Cuisine. This Suicune, it's basically... Imagine this Suicune being the trip to the original Paul Suicune, okay? It's a carbon copy that doesn't work. Because this Suicune just got caught in a fish net. It's like a jelly set. It's like what is the animal that jelly set is based on? The jellyfish from SpongeBob. There you go. Like it just gets caught in a net. We don't see him poisoned. We don't see him get electrocuted. Like at least Kyogre with the poachers that Lana saved him from gave him more of a fight. Suicune, it's not giving a fight, but that's the thing. Suicune. That's the thing. People need to understand this. Suicune, in the big scheme of things of legendary Pokemon, Suicune is not that special, folks. As long as it's raining and Ho-Ho feels like it, Suicune can just be born out of a whim. Okay? As long as Ho-Ho feels like making a Suicune, Suicune can just pop out of nowhere. This one protects a random lake, and poachers are getting him. And poachers and hunters are the antithesis of everything that Go stands for. Go captures Pokemon to befriend and understand them. These guys just catch them for profit. If Go met Hunter J, they would fist fight each other. Okay?
Well, Hunter J will win. Hunter J will win.
No, yeah. These guys make Hunter J feel like a joke. Anyways, the whole thing about Go. He's thinking about Suicune's sake. He's capturing Suicune to safekeep it. And Suicune knows that Go is tossing the Pokeball to protect Suicune. Because if not, Suicune will just break free of the Pokeball or even try to attack or dodge. Suicune is willing itself to be caught for its own safety. Go capturing Pokemon, it's what he does. It's how he knows how to figure things out. He's capturing Suicune to save Suicune. in a way, Go is not that different from the snaggers of Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness. What Go is doing, it's what Wes and Michael did in 2003 and 2005. So, don't shit on Go because of this, because would he really keep Suicune? He didn't got Zapdos. Even though the Cantonian Zapdos is just to foreshadow a battle between Cinderace and the Galarian one. Because Galarian Zapdos also runs and kicks. That's Cinderace's whole character, at least from a basic point of view. Maybe Go will meet a minor legendary from another trio. Maybe he'll try to get a Reggie, or a Lake Trio, or a Musketeer, or one of the Kamis, the Weather Genies. But that's the thing. Go, and the show is making Go a trainer who he's developing in his own manner, and his manner is capturing Pokemon. So, getting stronger to capture Mew, that's his goal. It's a mythical that pulls off a fight. Let Go capture and get the data, and then release Pokemon, because that's the whole thing. The poachers have poison-type Pokemon. They are polluting the lake. Go needs to let Suicune free, because if Suicune is not free, nature would not thrive. It would not flourish. No fauna, nor flora, no Pokemon would inhabit that. It would stagnate Go's goal in the long run. And Mew, if Mew knew about this, we know that Mew is keeping a close eye on Go from the sidelines. I think that Go will let Suicune go, and Mew will see the altruistic deed that he's doing, and is going to warm up more to the kid. This is more of a trial, okay? And no, Suicune is not Mew in disguise, because if it was, the Pokédex would figure that out.
Yeah.
Maybe because the Pokédex didn't recognize that Scorbunny was covered in mud, so maybe Mew can trick the Pokédex and, oh, Go caught Mew, and he didn't even know it. But yeah, this is going to be a trial for Go, because in the opening we see Go in a dire situation, and Suicune with the other beasts, they return. And that's the thing. Go is a city boy. He's Cantonian, but he has ties with Johto. He met Ash on Lugia. The beasts will most likely lead he and Ash to Ho-Ho. And his childhood friend Tokyo, he wants to go for Celebi. So even though Go is more Cantonian in nature, because the birds and... because Kanto doesn't have legends. The birds are migratory. Mew is not even from Kanto. So there are no Kanto legends. So that's the whole character about Go. Capturing legends to one day become one himself. He's Ash's equal. They need to speed up his process in character development to be on par, because Ash is influencing Go so that Go can one day influence Koharu. It's a chain of events. And people need to see that. Like, if capturing Pokemon is his way to develop, then so be it. If he's going to keep Suicune, I don't think so. But if he does, okay, fine, because I don't see people getting mad that Mallow and Lily got to keep a Shaman or a Magearna for a while, even though they didn't capture those. Like, it's not an issue of legendaries also being mistreated. It's an issue of people not... It's not even not liking or disliking Go. People hate the kid for no reason. They don't see the bigger picture of Journeys. Journeys is not the show about Ash. Journeys is basically the passing of the torch from Ash to Go. Think of Journeys as the phase 3 of the MCU. Ash is Iron Man and Go is Spider-Man. And Go, because in phase 3, it's the only phase of the MCU that they are together. And then it happened with Iron Man what happened. I'm not saying that Ash will die, but it's a passing of the torch, one Cantonian to another. Because Go's goal about capturing Pokemon, as long as there's more gens, there will always be more Pokemon for him to capture. I also agree, Samurai Trainer. Yes, Suicune is getting downgraded for Go's sake. Yeah, I have like, if even the Zapdos, I mean, are you telling me that the Zapdos from episode 40 is the same or in equal strength as the Zapdos from the Power of One, movie 2? No, they are basically carbon copies of the actual legendaries. They get downgraded for the sake of not being a movie legendary, but yes, a series legendary. Because legendaries in the show, they don't have that much big of a role. I mean, do you really want to compare the Darkrai from movie 10 to the Darkrai of New Moon Island, or even the one from fucking Tobias? No! No! The show doesn't know how to treat legendaries. Ho-Ho in the beginning and the one of movie 20, he did more than what we saw in episode 9. That episode was just clickbait for accuracy. The only thing that I like about that is the fact that Go captures two of my favorite Johto Pokemon. Mischievous, because it's Marina's Pokemon, so the ties that Go has with Chris, the capture from the manga, and Stantler, because it's a Pokemon that Brock should have caught in Johto. Also, Chris from the manga. Go has Hitmonchan, he has Cubone, he has Parasect. Of course that he was going to capture Suicune one day. It was never a matter of if, only of when. People just need to see the bigger picture, okay? So, you are on your own right to hate on journeys, but don't hate on the journey. You can hate on journeys for the writing, the people behind the scenes. Don't hate the characters. The characters are not the fault here, okay? So, yeah, I defended Go. Thank you, and good night, everybody.
Oh
good night.
my goodness.
Yeah, I do have to agree. Like at first, I thought Go was a prick. At first, I did not like Go, and then episodes went on, and I started to get Go more because there is character development for Go, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. There are reasons to like him, and I know people are upset about the fact that, oh, you know, he doesn't really battle his Pokemon, he just throws the Pokeball and he catches it every time. It's like, okay, but he's there for the representation of Pokemon Go. That's what you do in Pokemon Go. You throw the Pokeball, you catch it.
Even though he doesn't use other types of Pokeball or even the berries, but yeah.
How was it the last series? How's it that last series they decided to shove all the other Pokeballs, but now we go to Journeys, they'll only use the Pokeballs again.
But there's that one. There's like a Pokemon Go meta joke in there when they go to the Dragonite place, the Dragonite Island, and he's like, "I gotta catch one," and he doesn't have any Pokeballs. That's literally like when you go out on an adventure and you run out of Pokeballs, and there's a really good Pokemon in the area. And it's like, damn, I don't have any Pokeballs, and I'm certain they don't have the shop or the microtransactions in their world.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I think that the microtransactions are the salary that he should get from the professor.
No.
Yeah, yeah. He just gets Pokeballs from the professor. But yeah, Go definitely has. There definitely are reasons to like Go. Again, at first I didn't like him, and then as episodes went on and we started to learn more about him, it was like, okay, yeah, no, he's a likable character. Even with Koharu, it took me a little bit of time to get used to Koharu, and now I like Koharu. And that's my take.
Yeah, people get worried about for what the show. It isn't more for what it is. Again, guys, this is not Ash is the protagonist, but the show is not about Ash anymore. Realistically speaking, it's the retirement series. Hopefully, it's the retirement series.
I don't see Ash getting put away, mainly because of the fact that him and Pikachu are just so synonymous with the anime, to where I don't think they really can take Ash away. The only way you really could do that, maybe, is if Ukui Itane and Ritsu Matsumoto stop doing it. But even then, I just can't see them getting rid of Ash and Pikachu.
That's the thing. They can still have Ash and Pikachu, but they don't have to be always there. Like, Koharu has Eevee, it's the second mascot. So make a role reversal, like Koharu gets to be the new protagonist, and Ash is on the sidelines, but not always.
Pikachu's like the selling point for me, so I'm like, yeah, can we just
I mean, yeah, I mean, they could.
on screen?
I mean, yeah, and they would need to always see a Pikachu on screen. That's why I think that Go should only capture that one Pikachu, like only in the end, like the passing of the torch. Like I got a Pikachu, now you got your own.
Like he has a Raichu now.
Yeah, honestly, Go should have had a Alolan Raichu. It's Psychic type, like Mew, so yeah.
That would be pretty rad.
But then again, the whole thing about Ghost Pokemon, it's a whole conundrum, because they get captured, they get shafted. Oh, he caught this one. Okay, yeah, let me see when they will return to do just this one good thing. Like Caterpie, like Caterpie only did one thing 40 episodes after, because that's the whole premise. Like, Go is a great character, but the premise of him being a catcher, it leads to a premise that doesn't work in the show. At least with the idea of the American slogan of catching them all. Mm-hmm. For the games, yeah, you put them on PC. For the manga, yeah, you capture, then you release. Okay, so, but catching them all, or wanting to capture them all in the show, it doesn't work, because Pokemon are living beings. They need to get nature, nurture, feed it, bath, like, and we see Go do that on episode 23. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel that much of a connection to the fact that I know that he's doing that, but if I don't see it, how can I get invested? How can I care? You know, like that's the whole thing about. People are not mad about Ash getting this ranked high. No, they are mad because we didn't get to see him struggle or struggle or even rise to the occasion, because it's basically tell, don't show. It's the exact opposite of what you need to do in a series. Especially a series that focuses on battle. Like, battle, it's something that you need to see with your own eyes to witness the development. Because Ash's character is all about battling. If we don't see him battle, did he really develop? At least we see at least for Go, we see him capturing all of the Pokemon, except for Spearow, but we saw Spearow going around, and the episode was more focused on Viscous. So, yeah, they need to work around that. Again, guys, it's not a problem with the Journey's characters, it's with the Journey's writers.
Well, I mean,
Team Kato is not doing a proper job. For you to have an idea, Team Kato has been writing the anime since the first episode that they wrote was the PokeChat episode, DP 160, right after Weasel learned Ice Punch. So you can thank Team Kato for writing the Sinnoh League and mistreating Ash, and for writing Best Wishes and the whole conundrum that it was from Pokemon going to the Eastern Saga to the Western Saga, and retconning Ash's age as well. So, if you really want to see good OLM shows, watch Berserk from 97, watch Inazuma 11, watch Yokai Watch, Pokemon, if you... I'm not saying stop watching Pokemon, but if there's one thing that Pokemon should already prepare you for, franchise overall. Games, anime, franchise cards that you should get ready to.
his last one, it's that they always ask him, what do you want to be? He wants to be a Pokemon Master. And everyone says, well, what's a Pokemon Master? And I think they're intentionally just not answering that question so that, well, he's just going to keep trying to reach his goal as Pokemon Master.
They prolong the show, but they stagnate the concept of what a Pokemon Master is. I agree.
And I think he
also
like...
because the character of Ash, It's going to turn 25 years next year, so
Yeah.
they should really retire the dude at this point.
But the other thing too is that like when I think you already said this earlier, but it's like when they're like, oh, he hasn't even caught more than 100 Pokemon. It's like, okay, the "Gotta catch 'em all" slogan is only in the U.S. That's not what it is in Japan.
Yeah.
And everywhere else, but
Not to mention that people need to understand something. I'm okay with Ash retiring. Yeah, they would need to have someone having a Pikachu. We would see, I don't see Go being the next protagonist. No, what I want for them to do is retire Ash, make Lei Kukui, the Kukui's and Burnett's child, make Lei the next protagonist, and the Alolan Island Pilgrimage being like Origins kind of movie. Like we see him doing it, but not the entirety. Like make Lei's Alola adventure like a prologue, like being Origins, but being like a prologue. Because Ash is still the champion of Alola. I want for Lei to be the one and only character to defeat Ash in the champion title defense. So, like, have a time skip 10, 11 years in the future, and we see Ash in his 20s, and he finally retires from being the champion, or at least being in the throne, because the child of the guy who built the league finally dethroned him, and that was the moment he was waiting for. Maybe Go and Koharu can be the professors, like giving hints, or maybe have a mentor role like Brock did. Or maybe they can have the mentor role for the little siblings like Max, Bonnie, Parker. They have ways to work around this, don't get me wrong. But the one issue with the retirement of Ash Ketchum is the retirement of Team Rocket as well. Not just Jesse, James, Meowth, and Wildfat, Team Rocket. Because they would not do a time skip and have Giovanni still lurk around. No, they need to, if they want to finish Ash off, they need to finish off Team Rocket as well. Because the evil organization as a whole, now with Mewtwo more than ever, maybe they can do what they didn't do in Sun and Moon, that it's the Rainbow Rocket stuff. Maybe Sinnoh with Time and Space can make that happen in some capacity. And we know that Giovanni knows Rose. They can do a Persian Berserker connection.
You really want that fight to happen. You really want that fight to happen.
I really want that fight to happen. Honestly, my idea is that the first Steel... Go has a Pokemon from each type as of now. He doesn't have a Steel type. The first Pokemon that I want him to get from a Steel type, it's Galarian Meowth. Because interactions of Team Rocket. And you cannot retire Ash without retiring Jesse and James and Meow. And also Wobbuffet.
Samurai Trainer Z, I low-key like Jaden's personality. I low-key like his personality.
James is the star of that gang. Like Jesse and Meowth, like Jesse got everything. She did contests in Hoenn and Sinnoh, and James doesn't battle gym leaders like to be a foil to Ash. Like because that's the thing. If Team Rocket really wants to ruin Ash's career, like why don't they have James go for the gyms and try to destroy Ash's career?
Because they already know they can't beat Ash.
I mean, yeah, but it would be hilarious even for a preliminary match. Like,
well, you could have done that back in Alola, considering how stupidly wacky
we saw them in
was.
the Alola League, even though the Alola League doesn't have any prerequisites for anyone to enter. So, yeah.
Oh, we much want to really compete in that league.
I don't want for Ash to get retired and leave Jesse and James in the situation that they are. But that's my 2 cents on the matter.
Y'all don't realize we spent like half an hour talking about something that we didn't even mention we're going to talk about.
Hey, I already gave my points to Suicune. I gave my review of the episode.
Yeah, but we're talking about fucking what's going to happen when Ash retires or some shit like that.
No, it's
we
people
put on topic this entire stream.
Bro, it's people hating on Go.
Yeah.
How is he relating to Go?
Because I was telling about Go being the passing of the torch, or could be the passing of the torch.
Alright, folks. Despite the lack of content we had to talk, surprisingly, we almost hit the 2-hour mark. Yeah. It's a sad victory because if
we went from 8 people to 3 people, so yeah.
I feel like most of them just left just because they were bored.
I don't judge them.
I'm not judging them. I'm just saying if they left, I won't blame them because realistically, we had nothing to talk about. Alright, folks. I want to thank Cora Briss for joining me, as usual.
Thank you for having me, Goggles. Always a pleasure.
And I want to thank Mecca for joining us, or as we were going to call him, Trayman 2.
Yeah. When am I getting my free Pepsi?
Here it is. Heads up.
Ah, cool. Thanks.
I have a mini fresh real with like 4 of them, so you're welcome.
Heck yeah. I'm excited.
So, with that said, folks, let's take this moment and opportunity to pay respect to someone here who left us.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He left us because he got tired of us. Kinda hurts. That hurts. That hurts.
Why don't you say the original? Why don't you say the truth? He got promoted.
You say promoted. You say promoted. I say
he got promoted.
You say promoted. I say he ditched us.
I know you, Trey. I know you didn't leave. I'm joking, but God is taking this shit.
If he didn't leave, why isn't he here right now? That's the real question.
Because he's busy with IRL.
IRL? What the fuck? What is he? 50 years old? Is he an old-timey man with handcuffs?
Oh my goodness. Don't listen to him, Trey. You do you, buddy.
Oh, no, we love him, but sometimes. Anyways. Thank you all for joining us in this week's PokeChat Live. I know there wasn't much to talk about, but what could we talk about when the episode was boring as hell? Anyways, next week's episode, it's gonna cause a big...
Who's not here?
Oh, you motherfucker! You motherfucker! We're about to end this!
Well, Koga.
You motherfucker! You ruined the damn joke as usual!
Now you cannot say he didn't show up. He was always here, but he was muted. Then he went, and now he's here again.
Were you waiting for us to end this just so you could do this?
No, actually, you just got to the door.
Oh my fucking god! You know that extra hour of driving last night could have helped.
I keep muting and unmuting because I'm unpacking.
Oh wow! Wow! You hear that, folks? You hear that? He say he's unpacking.
Goggles, don't worry too much. Next week is the Suicune episode, so Trey will have his time.
Y'all heard what he just said? He said he's packing. That means he is leaving the PokeChat.
Oh my god!
What did this episode do to us all?
God.
What did this episode do to us all?
Well, I don't know, Goggles. I don't know what's wrong with you, man.
You know what? No. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna also extend this out a little bit more, and there we go. Corey, you might want to check what's going on right now.
I already talked everything I wanted to talk, buddy.
No, just check the screen. Check the screen real quick. Check the screen. You're gonna love it.
I'm seeing an X on Trey.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
But then again, Goggles, here's the thing. This is in your channel. Why isn't your icon the first one? Like this is
because
all
I screwed it up.
This is all scrambled out in the wrong order. I always said so.
Because Ion set this up wrong. That's why. I told him to put me and Dre up first.
Oh, okay, so blame. So you're going to blame Ion.
It is Ion's fault because we told him how we wanted.
Okay. So Ion did something you consider wrong, but instead of you correcting him or giving your thoughts on the matter, just decided to let it slide so you can have something to complain.
I let it slide. I let it slide. I let it slide because it's not that much big of a deal. I mean, if you look at it in the context, me and Trey are in the center still, technically. Well, I'm in the center now. You can't see Trey anymore because he left us.
But when your icon is the opposite of easy, well, I would rearrange. I will give me the image and I will rearrange that.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good night, a good day, and a good morning, whatever you have. So say goodbye, folks.
And don't forget.
Also,
and
we
don't
gotta put
forget.
zero
And don't
votes
forget.
instead of Brian.
Yeah, you need to upgrade Brian as well.
Trey, what are you still doing here? I think you left us.
I didn't.
I thought
He did.
I thought you left us.
Oh man. You know what? Now I feel bad for Trey because I think that Goggles is going to be in the gotta catch up chat. He's just going to spam. Well, now you are here, right, Trey? Oh my god!
Oh, no! I'm not gonna do that to them. I'm not gonna do that to them. They're gonna get annoyed.
I know you're not. I'm just joking, but come on, Goggles, respect the man.
I respect Tazo. I don't respect Trey at all.
Okay, okay. No wonder why he doesn't hear the
You know
Firefox.
what? Yeah. I guess I'm gonna leave since I got no respect for you.
Folks, keep in mind, we're just playing around with this one.
You know what? You know what? And Goggles is always saying, "Okay, guys, time." Goggles, I'm the one who actually gives them review and analysis for this shit. You know what? Me, Trey, and Zoro are going to have our own podcast.
Oh my
Good
god!
night, everybody.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
What did this turn into? What did this turn into?
The actual PokeChat breakup that freaking is in the ACU. It's happening.
Wait, is Corbin legit? Is Corbin legit by now?
Nah, he's good.
Good, alright, because I don't. Nah, Trey, and all realistically, I am happy for you though that you were able to join with their crew now.
I appreciate it. That doesn't mean I left here, y'all. As you can see, I'm still providing screenshots and in the chat. It's just I was on the road today.
There, he's back on. Now all you gotta do, Trey, is get a mustache.
It's growing and actually really big.
Oh my goodness, look at join us for the anti-poke dudes. Really? Oh my. Folks, thank you for watching. I can assure you this won't be the last time because we're still together. We're still friends. Someone said, Trey, you left?
No, I'm still here.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, have a good night, everybody.